Hang on to your seat, baby, cause this one's a screamer, a screamer.
So the first thing I wanted to talk about was the whole Jayla versus Natalie thing. So it's like they're good actresses if they fake that Twitter beef. Like I'm believing it, and then again I'm not. So it's like one and done. I don't know. But with her crying tonight, I do feel like she cares about Natalie a lot more than we know. So I gotta give her that. Okay. So the fact she was crying, it was just like, because I forgot to talk about my recap and everything like that. But when she started crying and everything, this is why Natalie's such a fucked up friend. Your friend is crying and you're just stoic. She's just looking at her like this. She's like, chin poking out. Like, I'm like, girl, the girl crying, at least try to comfort her. Be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. You feel me? I'll be a better friend, this and that. But she just stood there. And I'm like, oh my God, like, this is why you can't keep friends, Nat. Okay? It's why you can't keep friends. Like, this is crazy. The only time that's why I was happy I saw on the auditions when she got emotional over the autism thing. That's the first time I've seen Natalie like be vulnerable. Like that was like the first time. It was like it felt weird to me seeing it because I'm like, what the fuck? Like it was like awkward for me because I'm like, she cries. What the fuck? She cries. I was thinking the same thing. She's so robotic. Yeah. Hella robotic. I'm gonna drop the link, guys. I know this episode wasn't the most interesting. It wasn't the most lit, but it still had its funny moments. I'm gonna drop the link if anybody wants to come on and give me their opinion on the episode. Let me hear what you guys have to say. And yeah. So the next thing I want to talk about was the whole episode in total. So the room thing, it pissed me off. I feel like, you know how like they put Rolly and Slim in the bunk beds. I feel like they were doing that. I feel like they did that to start a fight because I feel like they put the bunk beds there that way they could get mad and try to get another room. Because producing wise, that's the only thing that would make sense. Because if that's not the case and you guys are just keep disrespecting them to be funny, if I was Rolly, I would have been like, okay, like I'm done. Like I'm packing my bags. I'm out. Like y'all got me messed up. Like I'm fighting already. You feel me? And next thing you know, y'all playing around, putting me in these shitty ass hole in the wall rooms. Like no. Thank you, Elite. Elite just dropped the link to my other channel called Pop Culture Pierre, where I talk about non-Zeus related stuff, more national related stuff, like more mainstream type stuff. So yeah. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button on that other channel. I'm almost at 200 subs. So thank you guys for that, for the ones who already subscribed to it and stuff like that. So let's get into some funny stuff. So I saved some stuff so that way we could like really, really talk about it. So the first thing I wanted to talk about was it's not baddies related, but she considers herself probably a baddie. We're talking about Miss Lollipop, okay? Lollipop of Jocelyn's Cabaret, right? She is no longer following Jocelyn. Jocelyn is no longer following her. As you guys notice, I've said this time and time again. I felt like that would have been the first fallout that would have happened within that trio. I felt like Jocelyn was going to always kick out Lollipop before anybody else because she was expendable, okay? She was the one that wasn't really needed. She never really liked the Lollipop. She was the light-skinned girl who she thought was Beyonce, okay? So I called it. I told y'all I'm Mr. Cleo with the shit. It is what it is. If one more person were to go, it would probably be Raven. I feel like the last person left standing is going to be Diamond. And the only reason why I say Raven is because Raven talks a lot versus Diamond. Diamond, you don't really hear much from her. But Raven, you could kind of, you know, get some words out of her. So that's the one person I feel like would be left standing is Diamond. So, yeah. Isn't that funny? But y'all know Lollipop. She had to respond back. And she did a video basically clapping back at everybody asking her, why is she, you feel me, not following Jocelyn. So this is what she had to say, y'all.
I'm always gonna live my best life.
So you know her. She's in the club. She's like, I'm always gonna live my best life, and that's on Shark Tale, bitch. she's in she's in the fish tank. I'm childish, but I'm just saying, like, I don't feel bad for her because at the end of the day, you was with the Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, and now next season we're probably not gonna see you. So it's like you did all that for nothing. You know what I mean? Hopefully, though, they do have a Zeus All Stars, and I would like for her to come back and hopefully be in the same house as like Amber or somebody like that, because that would be like really, really funny, right? Yep, and that's on Shark Tales, bitch. Well, listen, if we ever bring up Lollipop again, that's gonna be our thing, entertainers, because she under the water. She oh, so fucking childish. Okay, so the next time I was talking about was Tammy and Persuasion. So Persuasion, if you guys don't know, has been dating Tammy's daughter. Okay, so they finally met up, and this is a picture of them like all together or whatever. And she said, didn't ever think this would happen, but I Am Persuasion is a very sweet young lady. Enjoy my time with you. And then she tagged Jazz. So this is a picture of all three of them, y'all. Cute, cute couple. I just know Tammy was so nosy during that damn dinner. She probably was just like, so who does the eating? I just want to know. You, Jazz, you eat? Oh. What about you, Persuasion? You eat too? You like to get A? Let me find out. Because Tammy doesn't give a. I know she was the one to really ask the questions that we all wanted out. Okay? Why you keep disappearing? No, because I can. This is such a random couple. Who would have never thought? Yeah, please smash that like button. I'm going to bring on my first caller of the night. What's up? What's up? What's up? Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm good. What's your name?
I'm going to be anonymous because I'm about to
Okay. It's fine. What do you want to go by as? How about that?
Okay. What'd you say?
So what do you want to go by as?
Yeah.
Just pick a random
baddie
letter.
number 3, I guess. I don't know.
Baddie number 3. Okay. You season 3 baddie.
I keep cutting out, so sorry. I can't really hear myself, so I hope you can hear me. Can you hear me good?
I can hear you. I can hear you perfect.
Okay, perfect. All right, let me just whip out my notes real quick because I took a few notes while watching this.
Yes, for the notes. Are you still there? Because I can't hear you. Are you just collecting your notes?
Hello, hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
I don't know.
You have your notes ready?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I have my notes. Sorry, I started talking. I didn't know you couldn't hear me.
I can't hear you.
Sorry. Okay. So basically, I just think they're all like very kind of contradictory. Like, you know, Rock last week, Jayla had her main reason for fighting Rolly was because she felt like Rolly shouldn't have wanted to fight right after Slim fought. But then when you're in the car with Rock and she's saying, I'm gonna jump everybody, you should have corrected her and said, that's not what we're doing. Because how are you gonna sit there and get mad at somebody who they didn't even jump your friend? She was like, okay, my turn. But then you can't correct your friend when she's talking about jumping people.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I just think it's like very contradictory. Number 2, every wig that Ann wears looks like a helmet. Is it just me? Is it just me? No, for real.
Ann be like this.
Ann got too much money for. She got too much money for them wigs to look like that.
Ann be like this. Ann be like, so guys,
yes,
like every day, I just want a good bed. Okay.
Yeah, it's just a lot. Okay, 3. Okay, so this is what I think happened with Jayla and Natalie. I think that they got in a fight. Jayla was heated. Whatever. Da da da. Okay, because we never heard Natalie talk about Jayla until I think that Jayla got mad because Natalie went on their bus. But I already had said, like, Natalie could have just texted Jayla. She didn't. But I think that Jayla got in that car. She was already hyped from fighting and everything. So she started talking shit about Natalie. I then think Natalie heard she was talking shit about her. Because remember when they stopped halfway there, Natalie was basically saying she heard Jayla was talking shit in the other car. So then Natalie starts talking shit.
Right.
So then, but my thing is, when they were outside talking, I think that Jayla was so mad because she realized, well, this is my friend, but I started talking shit about her first. And that's why she tried to say, oh, yeah, I heard you say something before the show. And Natalie's like, well, you talk to me every day. Why wouldn't you bring this up?
Right.
And I think that's part of the reason why she started crying, because she realized, like, this was all, y'all really didn't have to fight like that. That's, first of all, it looks stupid. Y'all stood outside. And then Jayla, when you're talking to Rock and Ann and the other girl, oh, I'm gonna fight her, and she ain't done it, just for you to go over there and start crying.
Yeah, that did kind of, that looked a little bit two-faced, because she was just like, oh, that fake app texting me, like, but I do feel like their relationship is a little bit produced. I really feel like Natalie probably texted her like, okay, Jayla, you're gonna come over to the house, you're gonna be extremely emotional, and we're gonna have a heart-to-heart, okay? And then we're all gonna go out and be the baddest baddies. And then she texted her that and sent it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's very produced, like, their relationship. Like, they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I feel like they do have flaws in their relationship, but I feel like a lot of their relationship is produced.
Yeah. I have 2 more little things, I promise. So another thing, can we address the fact that when they do these confessionals on Zeus, we can tell that it's still the same day, even if you change the shirt? Because I noticed it with Gutta K, and I was noticed it today because, like, they changed Rock's shirt, they changed Natalie's shirt to like a purple one, and I was like, guys, your hair's still the same, your makeup's still the same, like, just do one confessional in one outfit. Like, why are, like, it's just not. There's
they
want to
make it seem like it's long, like the filming.
But that's things that's like little cheap things that Zeus does that I'm like, okay, if you really want that, if that's the case, you got to switch up the hair or something. But, like, that's the things I think for me that make Zeus look cheap. Like, you're just cutting corners and it looks ridiculous, you know? And then the last thing I'm going to say is, I love Brie, but damn, that girl looks cheap. At all times.
Why do you think so? Because of what she wears?
Look at like, okay, like, even when they were getting ready to go on the tractor, which, by the way, that tractor looked boring.
It looks like Natalie was pissed that they weren't late. She was just like, oh, I should have cast a different
Yeah,
girl.
like it's honestly, the more and more this season is going, it's really giving season 1 all over again. Like it is a little more entertaining,
Yeah.
but it's not. There's nothing really happening. It's not that interesting. You know what I mean? But like, yeah, no, I love Brie, but like, why in the title, in the, you know how they do like the title,
Yeah, the intro.
Why are you
Yeah.
wearing sweats?
Ooh, oh, I didn't think about that. You're right.
Go
She
watch
is
it.
wearing
They're all
sweats.
dressed up. I mean, Rolly,
You're
it kind of fit
right.
her. It kind of fit her persona, but I was like, Brie.
She was wearing sweats. Maybe her suitcase didn't come in like last season when Janelle's they lost her luggage. Maybe her suitcase ain't come in by the time that they did the promo.
You know, I know somebody else could have let you use it out. You ain't funny. Anyway.
No, but I get what you mean though. Oh yeah, I want to ask you something. What do you think about the whole chain gate? So chain gate, if you guys don't know, is Natalie's chain has been going viral because it's been edited.
I saw that. I think she might not have had it when they first did it, or in one of the outfits, and then I don't know. It's weird though because she has had that chain a long time,
right?
And I'm like, we'll just not wear it one of those times. She was like, no, put it in there.
But really then her hand goes through it, so it's.
I
know. You can't see me.
You can't see me.
Right.
I don't know. I just think this episode was just it was real weak to me, and it's giving that next episode is going to be real weak until the last 2 minutes when we see Sydney Star, and then they're going to push it to the next episode. So we're really not going to see Sydney Star for like 2 weeks probably.
To be honest, they should have let Sydney Star move in like towards the end of the season just to spice it up and make it a little funnier.
It's just not. It's just I don't know, man. Y'all got to get more content because it's the sitting around in the kitchen talking, and then y'all got to go over there and talk over here. We got to recap everything that happened for 30 minutes, guys. Let it go. Go to something next. Anyway, all right. You are doing so great. I love watching all your stuff. Keep it up, baby. Bye.
Thank you. You have a nice night. All right, so someone said, I love the fact that they were in my hometown, Nashville. I wish they did BGC Nashville. I heard that BGC 18 was supposed to be a Southern season. Like, they were going to do South girls. Like, people, I guess, girls from, like, it was going to be a Baddies South, which is kind of ironic as F. So I found that kind of funny. But I heard it was going to be, like, girls. They wanted casted girls from, like, Houston, Texas, Florida, Nashville, like all the Southern states. They wanted to get all Southern girls, so that would have been kind of lit if they did that. Dylan is a Brie from BGC. Yeah, oh my god, I can't. It's funny because like I remember when Bad Boys aired, they had compared all the bad boys to actual bad girls, and they said that Dylan was Francesca from BGC 17. And that one to me was funny. That's so embarrassing. LMFL. You know what I think happened with the chain? I felt like Natalie felt like it didn't sparkle enough in the confessional. So she was just like, okay, I don't like how this looks. You guys are going to have to go back in the editing and make it pop, okay? It's not popping enough, okay? It's not giving. The lighting isn't giving. And then she was like, okay, make it sparkle. And they went back. And I guess she was doing too much because Natalie talks with her hands. So she was. So next thing you know, it cuts within the chain and it is giving like it's fake. So yeah, that's what kind of messed it up in my opinion. So oh yeah, so the video that I put up today, a lot of you guys were like, who is that? Who is that? The guy that was going off on the Bad Boys, right? And y'all, I'm barely talking about Baddies because it's like it's not too much to the episode. If y'all want to check out my full thorough scope of the episode, check out. Let me drop the link too if anybody wants to join. Check out my recap if you guys want to know what I thought about the episode. It wasn't too much about it too. We're gonna get back into a little bit of it, but I wanted to talk about some other stuff too in between. So you guys were like, who is that? Who is that? The guy that was just like, you poison. That girl is poison. That guy. This is the guy, right, that was in that video that I put up, and he's like a Bigo guy. I'm not a Bigo guy, so like I didn't really know him like that. Did a little research on him. Apparently he's cool with like Getta K and like all that type stuff. And like I think he feuded with Milana at one point, but I think they're cool now. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't think they fuck with each other. They may or may not. But he was the one that went off on my video that I posted because I guess at the auditions he wasn't chosen. Plus he didn't like how they were doing the auditions. He didn't like the whole situation. So he was the one who was just like, get the I paid all this money to come here. And then they kind of like escorted him out. That was him. Because when I heard the video, I was like, that sounds familiar. And I thought back, that's So Raven. Back to auditions, I was like, okay, that's him. Now that makes sense. That's super. Love him. He is hilarious. See, he has fans in here. I'm telling you, the Bigo girls, the Bigo guys and girls, they be getting all the dragons and the Dungeons and Dragons and the coins and the lottery tickets thrown at them. Okay, I heard they make the big bucks. Okay, they don't make us the little change we do over here at YouTube. Talk about anything. I love hearing you talk. Thank you. But yeah, they don't make the little bucks that we make here. And it's funny because Darla Anthony clapped back at him about the whole situation. And he said, I heard me and Anthony are talking about hoping that they can get a reply to promote some low budget show. Apparently and allegedly, I believe he's going to be on Milan's show. That's what I'm guessing. I like that. Keep talking. It shows me that I'm better than what I actually thought. Make sure y'all subscribe to Zeus, where they have a budget. At Zeus Network, at Anthony and Sister, at Natalie Nunn, and then at Lamel Plummer. So I'm thinking he's going on Milan's show because I remember. Oh, thank you, Tasia, for joining the membership. Shout out to Tasia for joining the membership. Y'all, I've been sadly, I know it's not good to say this after somebody joined. I've been slacking low-key on my membership videos, and I need to start getting back. I need to finish all of my Gemini Films Bad Boy reactions. Those have to get uploaded like soon. And then I have some other stuff I want to drop too. I'm doing an interview soon, so you guys are going to get first access to that for sure. So that interview I'm doing next week. Fingers crossed it goes good and they don't reschedule and do a bunch of crap. So yeah, y'all should have an interview out for members next week for sure. After I premiere it to them, everybody else that's not members are going to be able to see it. Okay, I think if they're going to do a road trip, they should have went where it pops. That way we could see more clubbing and branding, less fighting. Make it positive. Show us how to party, if anything. I guess. I just feel like it's like the in-between episodes, like before they get to the actual city. That's where the episodes are kind of lagging. Like here, it was like an in-between city. So it's like right before they got to the city, that's where they're settling into the city and stuff like that. They're wrong for what they're doing to Megan. Not gonna lie, Megan's response, that's how I know she's grown a lot. Because back in the day, Megan would have went crazy. Like she would have been like, not gonna lie, Natalie, like I'm still gonna beat your ass. You got a big ass chin. Like she would have went off. You could tell Megan has actually grown as a person, which is really commendable because you don't see that from a lot of bad girls. So shout out to her because she really has shown growth from how she was in the past, to be honest. So props up to Megan, seriously, because I was surprised. Love your videos and lives. Keep shining. Thank you so much, Manika. I think that's how you pronounce it. And then how do you guys feel next week, right? I see that I just dropped the link again for anybody that wants to join. I see that they're gonna that Anne was mad that I guess Sway was like side-eyeing her. Do you guys think they're gonna get into it again in this season? Because I feel like there's like one or two hidden fights that we haven't seen on the trailer that they're hiding from us and that they're not gonna tell us until it happens. Like I really feel like it's two at least, like one or two that they're hiding from us. You can tell that this episode was fake and scripted. That face off with Jayla saying she's the leader wasn't even believable. You're talking about this how Jayla was. She came. This how Jayla came when she came off the up the hill. She pulled out her sleeve. So what's up, Natalie? And then Natalie's just like, really? Like that's how it was. Not gonna lie, what would have been lit if they both start dancing? Like everybody on one side just start boop, pop, 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 boop. Like Bree start break dancing, everybody on the other side just start dancing. That would be kind of lit. To be honest. Someone said the Starfish is coming next week. Are you guys happy to have Sydney Star come? Because I am, because I feel like this is what they should have did. They should have brought in Sydney for the last episode. Like, not last episode, the last few episodes to kind of start up. Start up to drama. Make the girls, you know, rile them up. It would have been interesting. LOL, the way Rock would have slapped if someone hushed her up. What do you mean by that, Monica? Like, you're basically saying if somebody else besides Jayla did that to her, how she would have snapped? She annoys me. I'm sorry. Sydney Star's reality goal. The thing is with Sydney, I feel like you could only enjoy her in doses. You can't have a full season of her. That's why she didn't work on Love and Hip Hop. That's why she didn't work on Baddies. She's the type of person, she's a guest appearance type reality star. They come in an episode or two, F shit up, and leave. They're not the type of person that you want to see a full scope storyline of. So that's why I said she would be good if they let her move in the house for like the last week. That would be funny. Because you know she would get into it with somebody. She would get into it with Sway. It'll be funny. We'll have some more content for the last week. She would get her wish from being on this cast because she would be casted. Everybody wins. That's what I think. Sydney is too much. Yes, a dance battle. Like, imagine Rock would have been snap. Like, listen, I could imagine Rock getting on her head and spinning. You feel me? Doing a spin on her head, like all that. Like, we want to see that. It would have been better than seeing them go back and forth talking about you keep your dogs on a leash and I'm gonna keep my girls on this side of the fence. I'd much rather see the dancing, okay? I'd much rather see the dancing. Just saying. To be honest. Spin on, yep. Spin on her head. She talking about, like I could just picture that. And last but not least, one last thing I want to talk about before I go, because it was an episode to this episode. Sinead. She said this about the monkeypox situation. I shouldn't even have said that word because y'all know how YouTube do. She said the whole Mpox thing is really unfortunate. I just started liking anal. Why would you tweet something like that? Like, I don't get what so many people be thinking. Like, let me just tweet this. I just started liking anal. Shannon, look. Sinead, bitch. Like, and then you send it off. Like, why would you tweet something like that? Like, really? And I low-key feel like she low-key trying to make it seem as if, like I said, it's like a gay thing, but it's really not because anybody could get it. So, and it's really nasty, to be honest. I'd be so scared now to, like, go to the gym because of the monkeypox. I'm just like, bro, the other day, right? I see this dude with this pimple. I was like, oh my God, that's not monkeypox. But it was just a really, really bad pimple. But it's like the littlest thing that you see now, it just makes you kind of go crazy because it's like so much things are going on that it's scary. Yeah, she should have kept that in the drafts. No, seriously. And y'all, the Dubai, speaking of the twins, because they're some of my Dubai girls, right? Speaking of them, oh yeah, speaking of them, the Dubai docu-series or whatever I'm putting together is dropping super soon, faster than you guys think. So it's really, really good. I just wanted to make it like, you know, those little those series that they be having on YouTube and stuff, those little deep dives. I wanted it to be like that with the voiceovers and the dramatic stuff. So I really spent a lot of time on it. So y'all gonna like it. Y'all gonna like it. Y'all gonna like it. Yeah, seriously. So make sure you guys hit that like button, y'all. I couldn't do a long after show because it's not too much to talk about. This episode was like, it wasn't too much, to be honest. So it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think about this episode that I missed out on the recap. What do you guys think of Lollipop Shark Tail bitch falling out with Johnson? Do you guys think that because she took her off of the banner, like, you know how they're going to strip club to strip club on their cabaret tour? she's off the banner. So she's not on the banner anymore, and we're not going to see her anymore on none of the trips or the strip trips, as I call it. So let me know what you guys think about that. All right. Make sure you guys hit that like button, and entertainers, we are out, baby.
Ain't no personal thing.